Yo, what's good? It's your boy Mabo Beats. It feels so good to be back. Back in the booth, man. With your boy. Today I want to talk about my mastering process. And I just want you to take a quick look at my mastering chain. I have a few subscribers been asking me about it. And my mic over. I'm looking at it. So yeah, I just want to just take a look, man. If you can look over here to the left of my screen, I have my mastering process. I'm not a master engineer, I'm a mixing engineer. But fuck it, I'm an audio engineer. You know, I hadn't been to school for it. A lot of people have it. But hey man, you just gotta hop off in this game and do what you do, learn what you learn, you get better over time. Let's just get right over here. Now I'm gonna explain why I do what I do. And you know, for people who know more than me, you know, feel free to put your input in on what I'm doing and what's wrong with it, and that's fine. But you know, first let's talk about the entire purpose of a master. The entire purpose of a mastering is kind of like, it's the polish to your track. It's to bring all the levels up, and it's really just the polish. It's the polish to what, you know, if you have a great mix, then your mastering is the polish. It's the finishing of your track, you know. So basically, you know, I have a lot of clients, you know, they'll come to me and get a mix and master, and then they'll say that, well, you know, maybe I need to spend like $100 or some dollars on a master. Shit, you can. I mean, but, and I might be wrong. You know, I know guys who've been in the game longer than me gonna get on my ass about that, and that's fine. I need that. But hey, brother, man, to me this shit ain't nothing but taking the motherfucking levels up, making sure everything glued together, and that's all it is to me. But let me show you what I do. All right, so let me let you listen to this. Hit a chorus with a master and without a master. So.
When I was with you, everything was alright. You made me feel like everything was alright. It was the time of my life. When I was with you, everything was alright. You made me feel like everything was alright. It was the time of my life. Thinking and contemplating on everything you were saying. I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me to admit.
Alright, let's stop there. Let's play it without my mastering chain.
When I was with you, everything was alright. You made me feel like everything was alright. It was the time of my life. When I was with you, everything was alright. You made me feel like everything was alright. It was the time of my life. Thinking and contemplating.
Put it back on.
Thinking and contemplating on everything you were saying. I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me to admit it, accepting what's coming with it. Now I'm dealing with these feelings inside. Now I got.
Whoa, all right, you hear the difference? So let me tell you what I'm doing. First, I have a linear EQ that's taking out, and I use the same thing, which I shouldn't. I promise I shouldn't, dog. I'm being real with y'all, Marble Beats. I do a lot of things, like, I be simplifying the fuck out of shit. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? If I got a template for something and it works, I just use the shit, you know what I'm saying? Now, if my templates don't work for, you know, whatever track I'm using at the time, then I adjust it. But you always, if you find a good mix or a good master, save it as a template and then go back and adjust as needed. But what I basically do with this linear EQ, I just kind of take out some of the harsh areas, some of the areas that can become a little muddy. And I know from time to time I need to switch this up because, you know, I talk back and forth with other engineers on feedback for my own tracks. And one thing I've been trying to achieve is like a thicker, fuller track. And you know, and what I've been hearing is like a lot of my tracks have been, not for my clients. My clients love my shit. But you know, hey, you know, they not just like off in the mixing line. You know what I'm saying? So I like to speak with people who are ahead of me. You know, that's the only way you'll get better. If you refer back to someone who knows more than you. So. And I respect those guys, man. Shouts out to Johnny Barber, aka my mix engineer. Go check him out. Shouts out to the homie Dylan Water. He's an engineer, man. Was in Atlanta, now relocated to California. Great guy. Both of those great guys, man. I refer to them a lot. And check out Sean Divine shit, Mixbus TV. It's a lot of people I look at, man. I'm forever learning. And I'm talking a lot like Marble Beats always do. Let's get back to it. But basically, I just kind of dipped out. It just cleans it up. And I don't know if you're here, but listen.
And contemplating on everything you were saying. I
I don't know, man. It just does something. It likes, it cleans it up and it kind of, I don't know. To me, it's some sort of fucking phase going on too. And I want you to look at this. I hate the fact that I'm talking. Most of y'all kind of respect it. So anyway, see what I'm clicking on? That's a high pass filter, which basically means it's cutting off the low. And I cut it at around 30. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want that low rumble because your sub can eat the fuck up out of your track, man. If y'all go back and listen to the video I did with Look at That Booty right there, and I was talking to Dylan about it. My boy Dylan, I said Dylan Water. Dylan gonna kill me, man. Dylan Lauder. Dylan, forgive me, brother. But anyway, he told me that basically he wasn't lying. The bass was eating up the track. It's because the beat was so bass heavy. But he told me, to push that high pass filter already 46 to clean up that low bass, which I thought was extreme, but it's true. That bass, man, that low sub can eat up your track. So I just want y'all to be mindful of that. So if you having you trying to mix a track and shit is out of control, man, hey, take that shit up to about 40, brother. You know what I'm saying? Create your own fucking sound. And once you find a good solid sound, but anyway, see, ADHD shit. All right, so that's why I do that.
Contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right.
You ain't gonna hear this shit unless you got some good speakers. All right, the next thing I use is compressor. All right. I use the Ssl compressor. I don't feel like giving you the history on this shit because I really don't know the history. I just do what the greats do. And I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. A lot of this on my mastering chain, I compile a lot of ideas from guys I respect. And I still, bro. I go watch these tutorials, and if it's something I feel like I need to add to my arsenal, I still. But anyway, I use this to compress, everything together, maybe like 1 dB, and it gives it like, it really binds shit together. I'm gonna see if you can. Damn.
Contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me.
See now, listen to it without it. It sounds kind of, it's more open. You know what I'm saying? It's not really together. It's a more open track without it. But just that 1 dB of compression with this compressor just glues the shit together. So listen to it out.
Contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right.
All right, on.
So it took a lot for me to admit it, accepting what's coming with it. Now
so that went from like a unfinished track to a finished complete track. To me, it has a sound, and you really gotta train your ears to hear. But if you don't hear them, try one more time.
Contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me to admit it.
Feel free to steal this shit, man. I'm putting this shit out here. You know what I'm saying? And for the record, I use Waves plugins and Slate Digital. And I'll talk to y'all about that a little later too. I talk to you what I'm actually doing. Slate has this bundle going on, my G, where you pay $15 a month, bro, and you get all their fucking plugins. I'ma honestly say I've mostly been using Slate plugins for mastering and for like mix bus compression. And I love their analog simulation. And that's what we're looking at right now. This I don't have the terminology, y'all. And I'm just on some country Mississippi boy type. Anyway. This is like an emulator for a console. The big ass boards that I can't afford, so I'm working completely in the box. And I don't know the history for the shit. I could just look, at the screen and tell you what each sound does. You could just listen.
Contemplating on everything you were saying,
man, it just gives shit. It gives it a fucking texture, bro. And you gotta have some good headphones and good monitors and just a good ear to really hear. You know what I'm saying? My hearing is fine tuned now, so I want you to listen with me.
Contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me to admit it, accepting what's coming with it. Now I'm dealing with these feelings inside. Now I gotta understand.
I'm about to switch them up.
Another man, I said it for myself. That's when I knew it was true.
See, this one sound good, but it's more of an open sound. You know what I'm saying? And I always like to, when I listen to records, most records I hear have that. It's like, how the fuck y'all get y'all vocals in that beat so fucking tight? You know what I'm saying? Just They should be real compressed. It's not like heavily compressed, but I'm thinking they get a lot of that accomplished with saturation and tape saturation and analog. You know what I'm saying? Going through those boards, man. It's a, you know, of course they use compressors, but man, it's a tight mix.
And contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me to.
Lately, I've been liking how that you know, I think this is supposed to be Neve, and I promise I'm completely ignorant to a lot of this shit, but I'm not completely ignorant to how it sounds and how it makes me feel.
And contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me.
Some of y'all might not like the USA setting, the Brit 4K setting, because it's a more closed in, it's a tighter, smothered type of. But that's the fuck I go for.
And contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly
more closed in,
say you were right. Though it took a
more
lot
open.
for me to admit it, accepting what's coming with it now.
It almost seems like the farther I go to the left, the more close. But I'm just showing you what I do. Sneak peek. I'm really letting y'all steal the shit, cause but what I'm not gonna let y'all steal, I could talk to y'all about my mixing vocals. Man, you seen the plug-in. Some of this shit I don't really just give away no more. I'm gonna give you some tips though. I ain't gonna act shit like that. But I have been offering the template, man. I got a Waves template that's out there. And check in the description, see it's just completely Waves in front of vocals and everything. The only thing you got to do is adjust your gain. That's it. We're gonna talk about that a little later. Let's get to this match.
Contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say.
Here's another compressor. And this is by Slate Digital. Fuck. I gotta really go in and explain why I'm doing it. Okay. A lot of this shit, bro, I can't explain. I just go by the sound, brother. And I stole this setting from Alex Toomey. You know, he's a producer for like Future, some of Future shit, Young Thug, Migos. Anyway, I told you I go steal, bro. I go watch these boys interview. I steal the fuck out. Anyway, so you know, and I took what he did and I adjusted to me. You know what I'm saying? So, and there you go. Let me explain this when it comes to attack, especially. All right, the slower the attack is, the more transients getting through, the more open your mix is. The faster it is, the tighter it is. And that's why I kind of explained to you all that I like to have tight. And I know a lot of engineers are against that because I'm crushing the dynamics of the track. But that's why with that first compressor, I don't compress like 3 and 4 dB. I just do like 1 dB. And that's to catch the drums, and I'm going to show you. All right, so.
And contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly.
And actually, my track is more in your face now. And for the release, I just keep it auto. And I want to get vocabulary word, motherfuckers, attenuation. Attenuation just basically means how much the amount of compression that you applying, you know, to whatever the fuck. So, and you do that by the meter. So look at my meter. I get like 3 dB of attenuation, the amount of compression. My track. All right, so I want you to look at my ratio. Let me tell you, pay attention to this. The higher my ratio is on this thing, the more, I mean, the shit's gonna get tighter, and you're gonna be slamming the fuck out your dynamics now. I'm gonna be real, but the vocals come out more. But I kind of keep this at the 3.5. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes 3, sometimes 3.5, just what sound I'm going for. Recently, I have been doing it like a ratio of 4. Just listen. All the way open.
Honestly, gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me to admit it, accepting what's coming with it. Now I'm dealing with these feelings inside. Now I gotta understand that you got another.
Now, if you like a more open sound, I would go with like a ratio of 2.5 or 3.
Contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right.
Now watch this extreme shit right here.
Contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me to admit it, accepting.
Now I can tell that track is completely crushed to y'all. That shit probably, you know, cause everybody, you know, y'all amateurs right along with me. To y'all, that shit, yeah, brother. Nah, that shit crushed like a bitch. It's cool though. We'll keep the shit on 3 point. Listen, man. Go by your ear. But I'm gonna tell you, if I was giving you advice just to stay safe, I would say, man, keep your shit at 2.5, 3, or 3. Keep it at 3. I'm gonna put my shit on. Fuck it, I might just do 4, just because I'm doing what I want to do. But nah, real shit.
Contemplating on everything you were saying.
All right, so let me show you this too. So on this particular FG Gray, it has a high pass filter on it. Now this shit gonna get a little more advanced. You know what I'm saying? So, just run with me. I'm about to show you my thought process. So, all right, I got 2 compressors. Here's one. Here's one. All right. Remember, I did 1 dB with this. All right, and typically on my master, I do like a total of maybe 3 dB of compression. I know that's a hell of a lot. But what's happening is I'm getting 1 dB with this just to glue it together. The first one. All right, Ssl. And I'm coming back with this. See this high pass filter? You know what this high pass filter is telling this compressor? The FG Gray is telling it, compress every fucking thing except for anything that's 100 and below. So what's happening? All right. What's happening is I am retaining that punch and power from my kick, but I'm still compressing everything that's above 100. So it's like I'm tightening up my mix even more, but while at the same time reserving the kick and punch from my from my track. So you understand what I'm saying? So look, 1 dB of compression with Ssl, and that glues it. And I come back and I tighten it up more with 3 dB of compression with this, but the only thing that's actually getting compressed is like everything that's above the frequency of 100. You understand what I'm saying? So everything after 100, it's your punch and your sub. You did. So but it's so that's not getting compressed with this compressor, but it's it's getting compressed with this compressor. Y'all just gonna have to y'all know I be on my ADHD shit. I love y'all because most of y'all understand that that's the type of person I am. But you value the information that I'm putting out, and I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. And let's go to this other thing I want to say. So okay, y'all saying, okay, well, Mabo Beast, you lied. You a lying motherfucker. And excuse my language, but I'm not a liar. What? And I said that I compress on my master 3 dB. He's like, okay, well, if you say you compress 3 dB, well, you just lied, because on the first one you said you do 1 dB. On this one you say you're doing 3 dB. Well, if you sit down for a second and stop talking back and pay attention to what the fuck I'm saying, I will further explain what the fuck I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So look, so what actually is going on, all right, is that even though it's saying 3 dB, here's a mix knob right here, buddy. All right. So watch what you say about me behind my back. Know what the hell you talking about. Nah, but real shit. So what's happening is, let's do math. This says I'm compressing at 3 dB right now.
Contemplating on everything you were saying.
I lied. You know why? Here's a mix knob over here on this compressor. At 100%, I am hitting 3 dB. But it's kind of doing like this parallel compression thing where when I pull this back, I hope y'all paid attention in school. All right. 100% means I'm actually doing 3 dB. What the fuck is a half of 3? 1.5. So it really means I'm getting like 1.5 dB of compression. If I put on 100%, I'm getting that full 3 dB. That shit sound like a game. Anyway, so so with 50%, I'm getting 1.5 dB of compression. Now, I would say do 50% at 3 dB if you want like a tighter mix. And I want y'all to listen.
Contemplating on everything you were saying. I honestly gotta say you were right.
But if you go back and listen to my Molly Brazy track, and I love that fucking mix on that track, and I'm mad because I can't even find a fucking session. After listening to some critiques to my mixes, shouts out to Johnny Barber for humbling me, because I thought I was good. He was like, man, your shit is over compressed and shiny as fuck. He dropped a bomb on me. I was like, damn, Johnny, how you gonna do your boy like that? We both from Mississippi, but he told me the fucking truth. Shouts out to Johnny, mixing for Top Dog Entertainment, man. Mississippi, we in the motherfucking building. But he told me the truth, man. If you listen to Birthday it sounds good as fuck, but it's harsh. You know what I'm saying? And it's bright. And I've heard that it's bright and it's over compressed. And thank you, Dylan Lauder, and thank you, Johnny Barber. That shit rhyme. And thank you, my guy, out of Hattiesburg. When I think of your name, I'm gonna give you a shout out, man. Shouts out to everybody that showed me love and told me the truth. You gotta learn to listen. All right, with that being said, on the Molly Brazy track, brother, I remember distinctly and purposefully going for an open mix because I had been hearing that my mixes were crushed. And before the Slate Digital, I was only using SSL and I was pushing that bitch to about 3 dB. And it was tightening the fuck out of that shit, but at the same time, I was crushing all my dynamics. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful with this, baby. It's good. It's good for that 1 dB. Anything past that, we crush. All right. But anyway, so to get back to the Molly Brazy shit, I know distinctly on Molly Brazy track. Go listen to my Molly Brazy track. It's really called, it's not her song. It's just a perverted ass song I made about her, in which my baby mama got mad. I just made the shit for attention, but the shit go hard. The song wasn't initially even about her. I had wrote the verses for another song. But go listen to the mix. It's a good mix. But on that mix, I know I kept my mix knob to 26. So let's think. What the fuck is 25% of 3? Let's break this shit down. Well, 50% of 3 is 1.5. Well, if I do 25, that's half of 1.5. Let's do our math. And I'm doing it in my head, y'all, on ADHD shit. So I was actually applying half of 1 dB. It's 0.5. Half of, remember it's 1.5, so half of 5. Okay. Damn, I lost myself. So it was like 0.75. It was like a little under 1 dB of compression. It was real open. Y'all forgive me. I was saying all that shit to say, when you put it on 26, it's more open. It's more open. It's still, you get a little more glue without harsh compression. And this is not really harsh when I put it on 50%, but it's tighter.
And contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me to admit it, accepting what's coming with it. Now I'm dealing with this.
And honestly, that shit sounds good right there. Let's see how 100 sound.
And contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me to admit it, accepting what's coming with it. Now I'm dealing with these feelings inside. Now I gotta understand that you got another man. I said it for myself, that's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad.
And another trick, and I did this last night, you know, another trick too, if you want to hear what your compressor's actually doing on your master bus, just listen to what it's doing to your vocals.
And contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me to admit it, accepting what's
now those vocals sound good, but they loose. So listen.
And contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me to admit it, accepting what's coming with it. Now I'm dealing with these feelings inside. Now I gotta and contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me to admit it, accepting what's coming with it. Now I'm dealing with these feelings inside. Now I gotta
all right. So back to this.
And contemplating on everything you were saying.
All right, man. Shouts out to Johnny Barber, bro. He ain't know I stole it, but I stole it because he put it out there to the world. So, man, I respect Johnny Barber like a motherfucker, man. Shouts out to him. I think he's supposed to be dropping a tutorial on one of my beats, man, that he mixing. But anyway, I don't know if it's a tutorial I was watching of his, and I'm gonna tell you about me now. I pay for shit, brother. If it's not out there for me to learn and somebody has it and they're selling it and they're selling the education, I pay for it. Johnny Barber, shouts out to Johnny Barber. Johnny Barber has he has templates out there for Waves and stock templates for Pro Tools and Logic Pro X and maybe Studio One. So check out Johnny Barber. That's my mix engineer. He has a lot of templates out there and information. But I basically stole, and this is a multi-band compressor, man, and I can't even get detailed with you because I stole it. See, I'm knowing the most horrible person, bro. Man, it's a lot of shit, and that's so fucked up to tell y'all because y'all in the process of learning. But it's a lot of shit I do. I just take it and steal it. If the shit sound good, I just run with it. So I seen Johnny Barber using this. I stopped the fucking video. I zoned in on his settings. And this was on one of his master busts, and I used. Now you listen to what the fuck is going on. I could try to explain, but I really don't know.
Thinking and contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me to admit it, accepting what's coming with it. Now I'm dealing with these feelings inside. Now I gotta thinking and contemplating on everything.
Incoming Kyle. We're gonna take care of that in a second. Alright, boom, boom. People calling me through my tutorials. They don't know how to listen when I sue you. Getting to the bag, I'm not sure you. Alright. Peace.
Thinking and contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me to
You hear that shit?
accepting what's coming with it. Now
Shouts out to Johnny Barber, boy. I stole that shit from you, boy. I appreciate that. But anyway, let me tell you what this bitch is doing, man. I know this supposed to be short as a motherfucker. Y'all speed through. All right, anyway, so basically what it has is, with the entire track, what it's doing is breaking that bitch down by frequency. You know what I'm saying? It's breaking that bitch down by frequency levels. And then what it's doing, it's applying compression, slight compression, to certain areas. It's basically controlling, how can I explain this shit? Like, it's really balancing my mix for me. You know what I'm saying? So here you have the low end from 16 hertz to up to 92 hertz, and that's the low end from the sub to the lower part of the kick. You understand what I'm saying? Or the punchier part of the kick, or the lower part. So right here, he said it where it's a threshold that's being set for that frequency. That means like I'm not gonna have a muddy mix because it's gonna control it. This is gonna tell right here. This is gonna in this set right here. It's gonna tell. This compression is basically telling this frequency, hey, you can't go above the threshold that I set. Like if I don't want you to go higher than 6 dB, I got it set where you can't go higher than that. And Johnny has this figured out where, this basically balances the mix for you even more than what I have done. So listen. Now watch what happens. See? It's knocking down that low. It's making sure that it doesn't go past a certain amount. And up in these other ranges, like, ranges like 1K to 4K, that's your harshness. It's controlling that. And he has that pushed down to make sure that doesn't get out of hand. Now, you don't want to completely, and see, the thing about an EQ is, when you use an EQ takes that frequency away. I mean, it don't take it away. I mean, but it does at the same time. Like, it completely knocks it down. But with a multi-band compressor, it only knocks it down when it needs to be knocked down. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not like with an EQ, if you take away 6 dB, that means that frequency is gonna stay down 6 dB. But with like a multi-band, it's just telling, hey man, you can move like you want to move. It's giving it that dynamic range. It's letting it go where it need to go. But it's just basically setting the threshold and saying, you can move, motherfucker, but you ain't gonna move past this. Y'all understand me? That's all I gotta say, bro. I'm not the best person to explain this shit. I can explain it, but when I'm doing these tutorials, like, I want to keep it, real tight for y'all and real concise. But I can't because I'm a chaotic teacher. Followers told me. But listen, if all else fails, stop the video and copy these fucking settings and get on with your. Next up, I love this shit, bro. I turn on my phone, man. People gonna be rude. I ain't being rude, but it's something about this ADHD thing. It's like, if I'm finally getting started with something, man, let me live. It's hard for me to get started with certain things. And I've been bullshitting with y'all on these tutorials. Anyway, bruh, shouts out to Slate Digital. Man, go pay that $15 a month, man. I'm going to be real with y'all, man. Now, that wave shit expensive, brother. I'm gonna tell y'all, man, I don't know what to tell y'all on that. A lot of people ask me how I get waves. A lot of people trying to pirate. What you do illegal on your own time is between you. Marble Beats will not tell you how to illegally get things. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you happen to just find things on certain sites, that's on you. But by any means, get what you need to get, brother. But don't do anything illegal. Get yourself in trouble. With that being said, man, go out there and purchase this Slate digital shit. Like real shit, bro. It is completely worth it. As far as like mastering is concerned. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you why. And let me tell you why I use Slate digital. I'm gonna be real with you. Like I said, I use it for my mastering and my mix buses. And I'll make another tutorial on that. And I use it for, I like Slate Digital for the emulations and the tape emulations and like the console emulation because I'm completely in the box. You know what I'm saying? So let me show you what this does. This the bitch. I'm telling you. You probably can't hear
Thinking and contemplating on everything you were saying. I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me to admit it, accepting what's coming with it. Now I'm dealing with these feelings inside. Now I gotta understand that you got another man. I said it for myself, that's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that, I guess.
All right, let me tell you why tape emulation is important. And you put your tape emulation at the end after you've done everything else with your track. And it's like the polisher. Man. And what it does is, okay, with tape emulation, the saturation from tape, bro, it tames the highs, it warms up your lows. And what the hell I'm talking about? With you new mix engineers, you know, and I'm not the best, but, you know, my shit sound pretty good, you know. And what you're going to learn is you always want to tame the low frequency at the same time while bringing them out, but you want to make sure you don't have like a harsh track. So meaning like, you know, if I hear a bad mix, what I'm mostly hearing is like, it's either like they got a super thin ass bright vocal or it's distortion going on. It's just real harshness altogether. And that can be coming from how they record mostly when in terms of vocals. But so this is good. Like I say, and let's go back to this. The tape emulation is good to bring that bottom out and to distort those lows while controlling those highs. Now, it ain't gonna completely control it, but what it does is, I don't know what the hell it adds to the top of those high frequencies, but it smoothens it out. You know what I'm saying? So,
And contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right.
And I want to say that I feel like it adds like a bit of compression also, like slight compression.
And contemplating on
Now, you know, go ahead, check out the settings I have on this now. You know what I'm saying? And basically,
contemplating on
when I'm mastering, bro, I just dial in this shit until it sounds like depends on what I'm going for. If I'm going for a more open sound, I only have to move this. I just leave them open. But when I'm looking at my meters, bro, and to engage or to get that the saturation you're looking for, man, the closer it gets to zero, man, the more that saturation. And I kind of push mine into it's tapping the 3. Now, and I know when it comes to metering and stage gaining or looking at levels, you know, the people who knew at this, when you know, if you're looking at VU meters and you see this red, you know, red to most of us means danger zone. Don't do it. Don't go there. But when you're looking at VU metering is different from digital metering. And actually, when you go off into this red, that's fine. It's okay. You're actually picking up that saturation. All right. Now, the trick I do is I want my track to hit. And I mean, I want this knob to hit like at 1 or 2 or 3. But what I don't want it to do is just lay on that 3. Let me show you the example. Like, look at it.
And contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right.
You see how it's hidden?
What's coming with it. Now I'm dealing with these feelings.
All right, it's hidden there. All right, but I don't, you know, that's what I look for. I just wanted just to tap that 3.
And contemplating on everything you were saying.
You see that sound it gives it? It makes it tighter, bro.
And contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me.
It's like the the finisher of all finishers. You know what I'm saying? As far as like that sound, bro. And anyway, so and just look at how I have it set. Like I said, y'all can steal this, man. Go sign up for that Slate digital bundle, man, and you know, step your game up. But anyway, so I have this set the normal, and I have this set the FG456. I couldn't tell you about these. I just know the sound I'm going for, and I know what it does. All right. Recently I've been going back on my Slate digital tutorials and just looking at shit, man, and looking at more tutorials on how to use the tape saturation. Now I'm gonna show you what I was doing. I was leaving this knob up and this knob up. And I'm gonna tell you what this does. Now I love this because what it does, it really gives it this right here really gives it like that tight goddamn industry feel to me. I'm just giving y'all novice speech, like a beginning engineer. I'm just going off my sound. So listen.
And contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me to admit it, accepting what's coming with it. Now I'm dealing with these feelings inside. Now I gotta understand that you got another man.
But you gotta be careful because you can actually crush your track, and that's why I say you don't want to land at 3 like.
And contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right.
You don't want it.
Though it took a lot for me to.
You don't want that bitch just laying there.
And contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot.
I wanted to tap. You know what I'm saying? So usually when I have this setting right here, I just kind of push it like this.
And contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly.
Sound good. I swear this shit sound good. This is more open.
And contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly.
And this sounds great. It just depends on what the fuck you going for. This sounds great, like really. It's like a more open sound. It's getting tighter. Honestly, it sounds good right here. But I just.
Now I gotta understand that you got another man. I said it for myself, that's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that, I guess I'll be forever.
And that's why I'm a great engineer, bro, because I would literally sit here, bro, for 30 minutes doing this shit. Going back and forth, just trying to really decide what the fuck it is that I really want. Like, do I want an open sound? And sometimes I just try it out. Like, you know, if I want a more open sound, I set it here. And I export my mix. And I see how that sound, and then I do another version. Now let me give you an easy tip, man. If you just looking for, all right, and go back and copy this shit. Now if you just looking for a quick setting and you don't really know what the fuck you looking for, and you don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about, you just want to do something real quick, just set it about right here. And I ain't gonna just say just set it right there. Just make sure the meter's hitting like 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? That's like I do. But the only thing, you know, when you use this setting right here, 30 IPS and the 216, I don't know what, I promise. Somebody please explain what this shit mean to my subscribers. I just know the sound. Anyway, and when I have this setting, it's a more closed sound, but it adds, I've been noticing that it's been boosting my bass up. And I think it's somewhere I can go in here and like adjust it, like right here. And I don't even want to fuck with it. It's, you know, it's because that with this setting, it actually adds bass. And that's fine if you want that. You want to thicken up your track and add bass. But I've been knowing, like, my shit been punchy, but it's been like punchy to the point where it's kind of getting untamed, and that's not what you want. Like, I still want that bottom without, you know, lose control of my low end, because that's what you want to do. You want to tighten up, not lose control. So with that being said, I still use this, but I think I'm gonna go back some more and study on, you know, fucking with this bass alignment, so I can still use this setting without so much punchiness and, you know, without losing so much control of my mix. Because I love this setting, but this setting right here, just making those two knobs different, it's actually like a cleaner sound, but you still get the saturation.
And contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me to admit it, accepting what's coming with it. Now I'm dealing with these feelings inside. Now I gotta understand that you got another man. I said it for myself, that's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad, cause I can't see myself loving nobody.
And honestly, I don't know.
Thinking and contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me to admit it, accepting what's coming with it. Now I'm dealing with these feelings inside.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. Oh, I want to say this too, man. Shouts out to the artist, man. My guy named Kelly, bro. And Kelly, I didn't even ask Kelly permission to use this. He'll be all right. I'll give him an extra. That's bad practice though. Don't do that shit with your clients. But I know, with my channel having like a following, a lot of my clients will appreciate exposure. Now, if you're dealing with somebody and you're dealing directly with a label, don't do no shit. Don't even do it to begin with. I always ask people. I think I might do the right thing and ask them. I'm gonna just assume he'll. So that's what I do, man. That's my settings. Copy that. Back to this. Here's one of my last things. All right. Damn, I done took about 40 minutes to do this shit. Damn, I'm at 40 minutes just to tell y'all about a master. I might redo it and just do it real concise. Anyway, all right, so here's the last thing, man. I'm breaking it down. This is another compressor / limiter / all that. All right. So, first off, if you don't care about what the fuck I'm saying, here it is. Just copy it. You know what I'm saying? Just copy it. I'm gonna let you listen to it.
Thinking and contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a
So at this point in stage of my mastering chain, I'm actually bringing my levels. So this is actually pushing my levels up.
thinking and contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me to admit it, accepting what's
Now you see how important all the other shit is? Now listen to this by itself.
thinking and contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me to admit it, accepting what's coming with it. Now I'm dealing with these feelings inside. Now I gotta understand that you got another man. I see them for
That shit sounds sweet. All right, anyway. So, man, just looking at the setting, let me go through what I'm doing. Up top, here's another compressor. And, man, I hate the fact that I can't explain to y'all sometimes, like, why I do what I do. But, okay, at the top, the ratio is set to 1.2. Like, I'm really not trying to get any real fucking compression out of this thing. I'm just slight glue, because I'm getting compression from this. This is 1 dB. I'm getting compression from this. That's 1.5 dB. So we already looking at 2.5 dB of compression. I told y'all I like to keep it at like 3 dB of compression on my master. So with this right here, and you're gonna notice that this knob hits not at -1, but in between 0 and -1, which is 0.5. So that's my 3 dB right there. So all together, that's 3 dB of compression. 1 dB right here. Another 1.5, remember, because we're breaking it in half right here. And then I'm coming back with this. And of course, the tape emulation is doing like some slight compression. There's nothing there. But I'm getting my other 0.5 from this. So total, that's 3 dB. You know what I'm saying? But what's happening right here is, just to make sense to y'all, when you're looking at a tech, if it's slow, it's open. It's a more open sound. The faster it is, the more tighter the mix is. So
thinking and contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right.
I just like that control feel. I like that tight.
Thinking and contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me to admit it, accepting what's coming with it. Now I'm dealing with these feelings inside. Now I gotta understand that you got another man. I seen it for myself, that's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad, cause I can't see myself loving nobody but you. So I gotta figure out.
And all of this, man, and I kind of stole, I think, not this particular setting. Like I said, I stole the initial setting from Alex Toomey, and then from that I came in and tweaked it. Like I always steal something from somebody, but I always come back and tweak it to my taste. So just look at how I have it set, man. I have the release, and the thing about a release is, this can go for vocals or instruments. All right, with the release, man, the slower it is, the all right. This is a compressor, small tutoring session right here. So with the attack, the slower the attack is, the more open the sound is. The faster, the more smothered or closed. All right, that's even on vocals. With the release, the faster the setting, the more upfront it is, or the tighter it is. Not tight. It can mean tight up, up front in your face. The slower it is, the farther back it is, or open. So, in front, back, in your face, out of your face. So.
And contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say,
I ain't want it completely in my face because I wanted to be a little open. So,
And contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me to admit it, accepting what's coming with it. Now I'm dealing with these feelings inside. Now I gotta understand that you got another man.
Going to the bottom. So here's where you, and this is the good thing about this. Here's where you can preserve some of your dynamics in your track. And so.
Contemplating on everything.
And here's where you can push up your track. I just want to make this quick statement. So let's go to this first before I talk about anything, because I done made it long. So anyway, I'm basically looking at my meter, right? I'm looking at my meter, and
contemplating on everything.
I typically don't let these meters go past -8.
And contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me to admit it, accepting what's coming with it now.
So you see, like, my track is not hitting any higher than like -8. So that's what I'm going for. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about this right here. That's a good thing about Slate digital plugins for mastering. Specifically this right here. The FGX. It lets you retain the transit and the dynamics of the track. So let me give you an example. This right here is with the high frequencies, the transits and high frequencies, like it ticks and probably snap. So the higher I push this, the more they're gonna punch out. But with mastering, you want to be careful because you don't want to be extreme with anything. You understand what I'm saying? So, but I've noticed, I ain't gonna lie, like, and sometimes in cases you might have to be a little more extreme. Just do what the fuck sound good. But in the cases where you got a 2-track, like I'm using right here, especially if you ripping this shit out of YouTube, like my clients have me doing, the track is already crushed. The beat is already crushed. So a lot of those dynamics are not there. You know what I'm saying? And so, listen.
And contemplating on everything you were saying, I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me to admit it, accepting what's coming with it. Now I'm dealing with these.
Having it all the way to 10 slightly brings out that snare. But you would really hit if I had. Let me see if I can find some high.
Or something. I guess I'll be forever sad, cause I can't see myself loving nobody but you.
So let's check this out.
So that's when I knew it was true, and my heart can't handle that.
Perfect example. Now I'm gonna play this and let's see if you can hear the ticks.
So that's when I knew it.
Fuck, I'm saying ticks, fucking hi-hat.
So that's when I knew it was true, and my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad, cause I can't see myself loving no.
Did you see how they came out?
So that's when I knew it was true, and my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad, cause I can't see myself loving nobody but you. So I gotta fix up, that's when I knew it was true, and my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad, cause I can't see myself loving nobody but you. So I gotta fix up, that's when I knew it was true, and my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad, cause I can't see myself loving nobody but you.
I ain't even lie, honestly. I just keep it to the middle. And don't do that. And that's just me being safe. But what my ears tell me is that I like the fact that if I push it to 10, I can hear my hi-hats. You know what I'm saying? But I try to caution myself because, sometimes it sounds good, like why you fucking doing it. But when you export that mix, it can be a little extreme. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I kind of do like, okay, my ears say this sound, so let me do half of it. Bam. Let me do 75% of that. Bam. You know what I'm saying? Just to caution myself.
So that's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad. Cause I can't see myself loving nobody but you. So I gotta fix up. That's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad. Cause I can't see myself loving nobody but you. So I gotta fix up. That's when I knew.
Alright, so the other one is for, you know, for the punch and the low. You know what I'm saying? So it'll bring out your lows and your kicks and the punch and all that stuff.
So that's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess.
And that's cool. So
that's when I knew it was.
But be careful with this because it really does like bring out the punch. But you know, with you don't want that issue of, you know, I already got control of my punch using compressors, but I don't want to lose control again by boosting this too. And that's exactly what happened.
So that's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle.
Like it's hidden, but it's distorted. You know, if I push it way over here, so
that's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad. Cause I can't see myself loving nobody but you. So I gotta fix up. That's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad. Cause I can't see myself loving nobody but you. So I gotta fix up. That's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad. Cause I can't see myself loving nobody but.
Alright, here's a nod right here. Dynamic perception, it basically, just listen to what it does. It basically puts shit really in front of your face to me and watch the meter. Now the meter's going the higher output. But I typically hadn't gone past 6 in my mix. And you know, and you can reserve a lot of your dynamics like your kick and your snare. You know.
So that's when I knew it was true.
Listen, you hear
and my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad. Cause I can't see myself loving nobody but you. So I gotta fix up. That's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad. Cause I can't see myself loving nobody but you.
And like I said, caution yourself with master, man. You don't want to do anything to the extreme. Cause I promise you, you think it might sound, that should be harsh. So, you know, I typically keep this on 3 or 4 just to be safe.
So that's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad. Cause I can't see myself loving nobody but you. So I gotta fix up. That's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad. Cause I can't see myself loving nobody but you. So I gotta fix up.
And this knob over here is just, this actually adds, I notice when I push it up, it just really makes the shit hit harder. And that might be good and it might be bad for you. And it's pretty kind of like saturation. But, and like I said, you know, you want to do everything on a mastering chain. You want to be real careful that you don't overdo it. You just want.
So that's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't.
But go for what sounds good. You know, my whole thing is about control. You don't want to lose control.
So that's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad. Cause
honestly, to me, my shit sound good on 0. I have been putting it to.
So that's when I knew it was true.
But I know when I have it pushed like that, like, you know, it's punchier, but I lose my control.
So that's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever
hard, smooth. That's exactly what it does.
So that's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad. Cause I can't see myself loving nobody but you. So I gotta fix up. That's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad. Cause I can't see myself loving nobody but you. So I gotta fix up. That's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad. Cause I can't see myself
I ain't gonna lie. That 2 sound good for me. And the last thing I do is I have you know, and I've already brought my levels up, you know, with this. But you know, the last thing I have is a limiter. And basically I have it set to like and I basically have my output ceiling like to 0.5. If I'm not mistaken, they say that you know, when your tracks push to 0, like all the way 0, you know, it's it becomes a hot track. And hot to me, start relating the word hot in terms of mixing to harsh. And you know, but so with this put ceiling does is like my mix is not gonna go past negative 0.5. So it's just really making sure that I just don't want a hot track. I don't want it to be, I ain't gonna say in the red, but I kind of, you know.
So that's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be.
And let me show you what I'm doing. All right, so
That's when
I basically just pull this knob down until I could see slight attenuation. You really don't want to apply this motherfucker, you know, because I'm already getting that with this. But you don't want to like get. I don't even want 1 dB. I just want to see the motherfucker.
So that's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad. Cause I can't see myself loving nobody but you. So I gotta fix up. That's when I knew it.
And now look, let me tell you what I really supposed to be doing. Now I really supposed to have this shit set to like.
So that's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle.
Right there, you know what I'm saying? Because I just want to see the attenuation happening. I think I got this slight OCD shit going where I don't like point, you know, other than this. I don't like 0.7 type shit. I like it's either 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? I got that type shit.
So that's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be.
And you know, and the release is set. It's like right here. I just pull it down a little because I know with the release, you know, when the faster your release, you know, the quicker your transits are coming in. So the release just kind of tighten it, man, and just make sure the release, when you make your release fast, it just makes everything kind of snappy. So I just pull that release down a little. And as far as the dithering shit, I don't know nothing about that. I do know, however, that you know, shouts out to Dylan Lauder, but he told me like he don't use dither on his tracks. But it's probably because he takes his off he sends this off to get professionally mastered. I'm doing my own shit, so I get, you know what I'm saying? So I would have to study this a little more. I just know it's something dealing with conversion. I can't even begin to speak on it, so I won't start. But I'm just gonna let you hear my track with and without this limiter.
So that's when I knew it was true.
It's great.
And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad. Cause
it's like the finisher of all finishers. You know what I'm saying? So it just furthermore tightens everything up.
So that's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad. Cause I can't see myself loving nobody but you. So I gotta fix up. That's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad. Cause I can't see myself loving nobody but you. So I gotta fix up. That's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad.
Now, based on my ear, that sounds good. I had the shit set at 1 because I just be on some stubborn shit. But all right, that's it, man. I didn't mean to make this an hour, but I know a lot of times when I talk, man, like I'm saying a lot of shit and I'm not just getting straight to the point, but the other shit that I'm saying is, you know, it's slightly valuable. And so I'm trying to get y'all a full picture and just instead of just, you know, you can speed through the shit now. If you want to just fast pace this, man, just go through it. That's why I hate having all my calls come. But anyway, so yeah, just go through this, man, and just look at how I got everything set. Oh, there's one last thing I didn't tell you. Okay, and now, and this is stage gaining. So I forgot to tell you. I told you to look at my settings, but I forgot to tell you that you got to pay. You know, I have my mix is already set to a certain level. That means like if you can see my beat, you see when my beat is at 14. Like I only want my beat hidden at a certain number. Typically for me, I don't want my beat to go past -10. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, in between -15, -10. And this stage gaining I'm showing you right quick. This is my vocal bus. I do this to taste. I don't have a certain setting for my vocals. You know, I just mix them. You know, like this is my verses, everything that's in his verses, and I put it all in one vocal bus. Oh, listen, and then I just adjusted the chorus. And see, this is why I like this is why I like Slate. You know what I'm saying? Because I told you I use Slate for that. It's that, that texture and emulation. It's on my vocals.
Understand that you got another man. I seen it.
Did you hear what it did in my vocals?
Understand that you got another man. I seen it for myself. That's when I knew.
It's that texture that these emulations they provide add. You know what I'm saying? Like I like the.
Understand that you got another man. I seen it for myself. That's when
I know with the Neve, it's a more. It's a little more. It's not harsh, but it is at the same time. It's a brighter sound. It's a more open sound.
Understand that you got another man.
I typically go with USA. This on my vocals now. And
understand that you got another man. I see.
But if I want a tighter feel, I go for the Brit 4K. I forgot. I don't even know what hardware it really stands for, or what it's supposed to be representing. I go for the sound, bro. My drive put the six, and I'm just veering off into some shit.
Understand that you got another man. I seen it for myself.
You heard my shit sound?
Understand that you got another man.
That shit got tight like a bitch. That's it.
Understand that
when I say bitch, I don't mean female.
Understand that you got another man. I seen it for myself. That's when I knew.
Oh, by the way, man, I'm off topic and all this shit. You see my mastering, but I'm just showing you my bus compression too. Like, go get this plugin. It's free. Is MGUCR Junior. What the fuck? I can't even pronounce that. I use this on my vocals, bruh. And what it does is it just tightens up my vocals even more.
Understand that you got another man. I seen it for myself. That's what.
The dope thing about this is that, and I'm gonna do another video. Anyway, separate video. I'm just gonna be quick, but it tightens my vocals up, man, and without even any real attenuation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
understand that you got another man. I seen it for myself. That's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad, cause I can't see myself loving nobody but you. So I gotta understand that you got another man. I seen it for myself. That's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad, cause I can't see myself loving nobody but you. So I gotta understand that you got another man. I seen it for myself. That's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad, cause I can't see myself.
And that's all, folks. That's what I do for my mask. I know this long as fuck, but hey, I gave y'all a lot of Jews, bro. Before,
when I was with you, everything was alright. You made me feel like everything was alright. It was the time of my life. When I was with you, everything was alright. You made me feel like everything was alright. It was the time of my life. Thinking and contemplating on everything you were saying. I honestly gotta say you were right. Though it took a lot for me to admit it, accepting what's coming with it. Now I'm dealing with these feelings inside. Now I gotta understand that you got another man. I seen it for myself. That's when I knew it was true. And my heart can't handle that. Guess I'll be forever sad, cause I can't.
Don't ever say I ain't give you nothing. Now, with that being said, if you reach to the end of the video, what I need you to do, if you got the Waves bundles, man, I got a template for the Waves bundles, man. And it's probably gonna have it pop up in this video. But check out my Waves template, man. Easy to use. The only thing you have to do, instructions is included in the Waves template. The only thing you have to do is just adjust your gain with your trim plug-in that's provided. Just adjust your gain, you know what I'm saying? And everything else, from the mastering to everything, is already set. And it got instructions on, you don't really have to fuck with nothing. Drop your beat, lay your lyrics, and make sure you don't have high lyrics, and everything else works, man. That's my Waves template. I'm gonna try to do a stock template. But yeah, Mabo Beast, man, I appreciate y'all coming through. Drop a comment, subscribe. And if you looking at my mastering videos, man, don't disrespect me and not subscribe to the shit I'm saying or the shit I'm doing, man. Cause I got better shit. And I'm gonna come out with it, bro. And I'm gonna free you from paying all this money, man. That's it, man. Mabo Beats. Buy the template. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm offering some other services too. I'm out. Peace, man. Chicken grease. All that. Mississippi.